I've been a senior project manager at this firm for nearly a decade, and I've seen my fair share of corporate sharks, but nothing ever made my blood boil like the AR director Rick decided to go after Caleb. Caleb was one of those quiet, head-down guys. He was a brilliant analyst, but for the past 2 weeks he'd been slipping. He was coming in with coffee stains on his shirt, dags under his eyes, and the cardinal sin in Rick's eyes. He was consistently 10 minutes late to the 8 a.m. power scrum. Last Tuesday, Rick decided to make an example out of him. He cornered Caleb right in the middle of the open concept office, surrounded by the whole team. Rick started laying into him about professionalism and dead weight, shouting that if Caleb couldn't respect the clock, he clearly didn't respect the company. Caleb just stood there, staring at his shoes, looking like he was about to crumble. Rick sneered, "If you're too tired to do the job, Caleb, there's a line of people at the door who'd kill for your desk. Why should I keep you? I couldn't sit there and watch it anymore." Stood up, walked over, and got right in Rick's face. I said, "Maybe because he's been finishing everyone else's reports until 3 a.m. every night after getting back from the hospice center." Rick didn't even blink. He just rolled his eyes and said, "We all have personal lives, Sarah. This is a business, not a charity. His extracurriculars aren't my problem." I felt that familiar heat behind my eyes. I looked him dead in the face and said, "His extracurriculars making sure his mother doesn't die alone while you're tucked in bed dreaming about your bonus. And if you think a 10-minute meeting is more valuable than the man who's been carrying this entire department's workload on 2 hours of sleep, then you're not a leader. You're just a guy with a fancy title and a very small heart." The entire floor went dead silent. You could hear a pen drop. Rick opened his mouth to bark back, but our VP, who had been watching the whole thing from his glass office, just tapped on the window and gave me a slow single nod before gesturing for Rick to come inside. Rick didn't look so tough on his way to that meeting, and Caleb, he finally got the week of PTO he should have been offered a month ago.